Zoltan.
Geralt!
Novigrad doesn't seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
Saw burning pyres when I arrived in Novigrad.
Yes, Felicia Corey, a sorceress that was. The crowd came for the other burned that day. And Doppler, crafty wee bugger who'd spent years masquerading as Chappelle, commander of the Temple Guard. 'Twas Caleb Menge who exposed him, executed him, and promptly took his post.
Met that Doppler years ago, just after he'd assumed Chappelle's identity and form. Wasn't all that surprised when the Church of the Eternal Fire turned tolerant of freaks, opened up a bit to magic and mages.
Well, that's all changed now. Every mage who came here seeking refuge is now caught in a trap.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
Temeria's now Temeria too. You flee Temeria too? You done good work.
Boy, what do I gotta do to get out of that ring?
Buy tomorrow what you can buy today.
Well, well, look who's here. The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment. How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
Any Master.
So, still looking to quit and want another job?
The thinking customer will seem right away I've got the best deals this side of the pond. Welcome, welcome.
What have you got there? So long.
Welcome, welcome.
What have you got there? So long.
Begone, or I'll inform the hunters you're a non-human.
The thinking customer will see right away.
Why buy tomorrow what you can buy today?
From now on,
Welcome, welcome.
What have you got there? So long.
Let us cross the pond. Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Geralt of Rivia's enough. What is it?
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you, said you'd come for it one day.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself, but the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
All right, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Be glad to look over what you got. The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings.
Interested in books? You don't look the scholar, but well, we've ones with drawings as well.
Farewell.
The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, Illustrated Edition. On one occasion Muriel went on a journey to see her auntie in Maratha accompanied by a nursemaid. Their path took them through a forest, and in this forest lived a raucous troop of bandits. This infamous group was led by Flynn Selms, and all the kinsmen have been unable to bring them to justice. Alas, such was Muriel's great misfortune that these bandits chose to attack her carriage. Muriel's nursemaid was old, blind and deaf. She did not wake when a tree fell in front of their carriage with a loud thud, nor when the bandits fought a fierce battle against their guardsmen. When Flynn ripped open the carriage door with his muscular arms and stepped inside, Muriel had to deal with the danger herself. "Make our guest comfortable, young lady," the old nursemaid muttered in her sleep. Muriel obediently carried out her instructions.
treatment of furuncles through cauterization, a study.
The treatment of furuncles through cauterization, a study. Everyone's seen a boil, usually more than they'd care to. These deformities don't just mar your beauty, they can be signs of disease, or even the disease's cousin epicenter. If your lungs wheeze and your heart flutters, or if you're just sick of pustules, you can carve them off and be free of this ill for good. When you carve off a boil, use a sharp knife which you've had a dog lick thoroughly beforehand, for a dog's tongue works wonders in healing wounds. You got to be brave as you go about it, slicing as confidently and steadily as if carving off a hunk of cheese. Then quickly cauterize the resultant wound using a red-hot poker. Don't pay any mind to screams or tears. Pus, bile and any other humors need to be gathered in a basin, then dumped in a pit and the pit covered, else the illness might return.
My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside.
My manifesto, The Life of Jacques de Aldersberg. The reasons for choosing Jacques de Aldersberg as Grand Master remain a mystery. The Order of the White Rose had gone through a crisis in those times and was on the verge of collapse, so one might guess that the Brethren wished to have someone decisive as their leaders, someone with a clear vision. De Aldersberg was precisely such a man. One of his first decisions was to change the Brotherhood's name to the Order of the Flaming Rose. The most puzzling aspect, however, is that the Order and the King himself decided to trust a man who, for all intents and purposes, had appeared out of nowhere. They say he was a wanderer, an itinerant priest who moved crowds with his speeches declaiming non-humans. They say he worked miracles and showed his flock visions of a world destroyed by the White Frost. He was undoubtedly a man of great charisma, one instilled with unshakable principles which he in turn tried to instill in others. Was he truly a source? Was he indeed gifted with raw magic talent? That we will never know for certain.
Witcher. In the ocean of possibility, some events are more likely, and some less. It is not easy to fish out the first, not even one's intellect stretches through all time and space. I left this letter for you in the hope that, despite all odds, you will come across it one day, for I must warn you, mankind is threatened. The prophesied destruction by the White Frost is not just the babbling of some mad she-elf. Perhaps I will have the opportunity to convince you of this in person. If not, I must rely on this letter, which you will read many years from now, at a time when you know more than you did when we first met. Know that nothing will save the world except preparing its entire population for this catastrophe. The old tales say a child of the elder blood can stave off the danger, but I tried and failed. Ever since I have been haunted by a hideous vision, a crowned wraith, the spectre of my failure. I was the chosen one, and the chosen one failed. You and your brotherhood are our only hope. When the time of the wolf's blizzard comes, men shall perish and only the Ubermen will survive. Your duty is to give the world Ubermen. Whatever you think of me, do not fail as I have failed. A.
Murderers.
Lie me down with power of fear.
Pits are rank.
Kingfisher. Where do you get the name?
Master Dandelion's poetry. The kingfisher preened, then fell in the latrine. Know it?
Yeah. Also know the one about Princess Annie, who drowned in the River Fanny.
Yes. At any rate, the kingfisher welcomes poetry lovers with open arms. Some of the brightest stars in the literary firmament perform here.
What are you serving today? See you later.
Taxes just to have that sort wandering the city.
It's like a racehorse.
Word is there'll be a big tournament.
You will see. And box. Welcome, welcome.
What have you got there? So long.
What you can buy today.
Well, another freak.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Novigrad, capital of the world.
Whoa!
Nothing hurts as much as that.
Hooray!
It takes a great deal of arrogance to call a pyre salvation from sin. Try returning by sea. What were those accursed pirates?
Witcher, you. Devil's spawn. Getting old.
Gauntlets after the latest fashion. Get them here and only here.
They look.
Oh!
What say you be up over to a prophet?
Eternal fire, light my path. Give me strength, warm my bar.
What?
Sister.
I could go for some dumplings.
Things are generally tidier back in Calvino.
light my path, give me strength, warm my bath.
Oh! Ow!
What was it happened to Fontis again?
Oh, fuck, come right now.
Greetings.
Fucking hey, Oz.
You know how to disembowel.
The folk in this city, racial hygiene's as poor as their personal hygiene.
I tell you, this city
Light
will
on itself.
What's
Hey,
this try
Whitey.
now, Frank?
Why'd your hair go white?
Reek's here. Time I went back to sea.
Many a heart, eh, Dandy?